Being a billionaire would actually be a fun thing. You've got too much money you can spend on virtually everything you want, and there's quite a lot. As we know, there are a number of billionaires in the world, and in today's video, we would be looking at how some of these rich billionaires spend their money. Welcome to Lavish Luxury. If you're interested in everything from showcasing luxury to luxury lifestyle, the life of the rich, the most expensive things in the world, finance, education, and write about everything that means luxury, then this is the right channel for you. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell of the channel to stay updated on more luxurious videos to come. And also, ensure you like this video. Just like I've mentioned earlier, billionaires have quite a lot of money, sometimes even enough to cater for a large population in a country. I mean, you've never imagined how much money that Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or maybe Bill Gates would still have, should they decide to give, like, half of their wealth? Yeah, right. There would still be quite a fortune left that would still make them billionaires, as these individuals are quite wealthy and able to get as much as they want. Most of them look at the luxury of things, and when I say that, I mean luxury cars, private jets, super yachts, crazy buildings, and so on. And what's more is that some of them even spend money on some of the most interesting things you would never imagine. Like, let's say, a shark. Well, without wasting much of your time, let's head right into the things that the richest billionaires spend their money on. I know when I said some of them spend their money on things like a shark, you're probably wondering, who spends money on a shark? I mean, why? Well, everyone's not Steve Cohen, a popular billionaire hedge fund manager who bought a 14-foot tiger shark preserved in a combination of alcohol and formaldehyde. The shark was initially bought for $93,000 by an art mogul named Charles Saatchi in 1992, but Steve Cohen would eventually buy it years later for a price between $8 million and $12 million. This particular preserved shark, or maybe we can call it art just like some people, is known as the physical impossibility of death in the mind of someone living. Got to say, what a name. Okay, if the shark didn't impress you much, then get ready to fly off your seats. Well, there has to be certain perks that come with being a sultan. And if everything the Sultan of Brunei has is that which comes with the title, then sign me up. The Sultan of Brunei has a legendary fleet of between 5,000 and 7,000 of some of the world's rarest, exclusive, and most expensive luxury cars. Among them are the 21 Lamborghinis that he has, and there's also 452 Ferraris. And then he's also got 604 Rolls-Royce cars. And that's not even all, because he's also got a $14 million Rolls convertible, which has even been dubbed the Star of India. If you've got any questions on Luxury 101, trust me, this is your guy. Next up is Prince-Al-Waleed bin Talal of the Saudi royal family, who wasn't satisfied with owning a $220 million Boeing 747-400 until he got a $319 million, which would eventually become $500 million after upgrades, for an A380 double-decker super jumbo jet in 2017. The upgrades added to what was already the largest passenger plane at the time was space for his horses and 2 Rolls-Royce cars. He did eventually sell the jet though. Aside from being the owner of Chelsea Football Club, Roman Abramovich surely lays claim to some of the most expensive things you can think of. For instance, he owns what is believed to be the world's largest and most expensive yacht, called the Eclipse. The yacht was launched in 2010 and reportedly has 6,000 square feet of living space that runs across 11 staterooms and suites. This, together with the 3 helicopter landing pad, as well as a 3-person submarine, makes this luxurious yacht top of the crop. Rather incredibly, the yacht cost the Russian billionaire a sum of $1.2 billion. The Indian oil tycoon Mukesh Ambani has a net worth that is estimated to be around $43 billion. So it's really no surprise that he can spend $1 billion to build what is the most expensive home in his country. The house, according to Forbes, is a 27-story, 400,000 square foot skyscraper that has 3 helicopter pads, 6 underground parking levels, a ballroom, 50-seater theatre, and 9 elevators in only the lobby. To add to what is already a pretty interesting discovery, the man has 600 staff members on hand, taking care of his $1 billion fortune. Elon Musk is the world's richest man, and, well, that pretty much means he can afford quite a lot of things. In 2013, he bought himself the Lotus Esprit submarine car that was used in a James Bond movie for $997,000. It is also important to note that he is also one of those, and probably the key headliner for the space race, as Elon plans to help humans be able to travel to Mars in the future. If you haven't taken this action, kindly subscribe to the channel for more luxurious content like this, and don't forget to like this video. The Facebook owner is one of the richest men on the planet, and he surely is not afraid to spend some of that money. Mark has plenty of properties in California, with a Facebook owner buying properties surrounding his home worth $30 million. He also purchased 2 properties in Hawaii that cost about $100 million. In addition to that, he does have time for charity, as he donated some of his shares at Facebook to the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a philanthropic organization which he started with his wife in 2015. Overall, they have donated over $3 billion into research on how to cure many diseases in the world today. Bill Gates has been at the top of the richest men's list for the longest, and if you're wondering what this man spends his money on, well, he is known to be an avid luxury car collector among a couple of other things. He bought the Porsche 911 after he had made his first big bag from Microsoft, and shortly after, he also got the Porsche 959, both of which are 2 of the most expensive classic cars in the world. He also has a $125 million home in Seattle, where he has a Winslow Homer painting hanging there. Gates bought the painting in 1988 for $36 million. Philanthropy is also kind of his thing, as he has donated around $36 billion to charitable causes through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The billionaire, like Elon Musk, is also one of those billionaires in the space race that aims to transport humans to space in the future. In 2013, Jeff Bezos bought one of the most influential newspapers in the world, The Washington Post, for $250 million. In an interview with Fortune, the billionaire said he agreed to the first price that was proposed for the newspaper. I mean, he's got the money, you know. He also owns a $65 million Gulfstream G650ER private jet, and is considered to be one of the biggest landowners in the United States, as he owns 5 homes spread across the US. Mark Cuban is one of America's billionaires. He's an entrepreneur, TV personality, and a media proprietor too. The billionaire owns a Gulfstream jet which he purchased for $40 million, and then eventually got the Guinness World Record for the biggest purchase ever conducted over the internet. He's also a fan of basketball, and bought the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million in 2005. Rob Walton is the eldest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton, and he took over the company after his father died in 1992. He has an estimated net worth of $63.8 billion, and oh boy, that's some net worth you have there. Rob has a collection of vintage cars, and he once bought a Daytona Coupe for $15 million. Rob's car happens to be one of the only 5 ever made, so that's surely going to be an exclusive package. The billionaire also co-owns a resort area in Hawaii. Well, the Titanic is not only a famous ship, but it was tagged as one of the best ships before its unfortunate wreck in 1912. Years later, Clive Palmer, an Australian billionaire, commissioned what was called the Titanic II, as the ship built was a complete replica of the wrecked Titanic ship, though Clive's ship was updated for modern travel, and, well, it does have enough lifeboats for everyone on board the ship. The ship cost the Australian billionaire between $425 million to $567 million. Whose spending was more mouthwatering? Kindly respond in the comments section, and don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next video.